Welcome to our deep dive. You know, life is just full of these moments, these forks in the road, big ones, small ones. What's for dinner? Sure. But also, career changes, marriage, where you're going to live, huge decisions.
Yeah.
And when those big ones hit, we all kind of instinctively look for the sure thing, right?
Oh.
An easy answer. Reminds me of being a kid, tapping fingers to see which one is it, or hoping the pencil lands on the right multiple choice answer, just searching for some clear sign.
Oh, absolutely. And that desire for like a foolproof sign, it doesn't really go away. We found this fascinating, almost funny story about Pastor Park Youngson's mother. Even as a believer, she once went to a fortune teller.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and the fortune teller apparently got completely freaked out, saying something like, "Whoa, the one behind you is way bigger and scarier than the spirit I serve."
No way.
But here's the kicker. When the church members heard about it, their reaction wasn't, "Oh, she shouldn't have done that." It was, "So where is this good fortune teller?"
Oh, my goodness. That says a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
About how much we want that external guidance, even when we, maybe shouldn't.
It really does. It highlights that struggle.
Well, that perfectly sets up our topic today. We're diving into Genesis 46, verses 1 to 7. It's all about Jacob facing this absolutely enormous decision, moving his entire family, everything, down to Egypt. A real two roads diverge moment. And our mission, really, is to explore why God's guidance often isn't some fixed formula.
Yeah, and how we can genuinely figure out his will when we're standing at that crossroads. And Jacob's situation is, well, it's really complex. God explicitly tells him, do not be afraid to go down to Egypt. Clear instruction, right?
Sure, yeah.
But this flies right in the face of what God told Jacob's father, Isaac. Isaac was specifically warned, do not go down to Egypt. Plus, Jacob knew his grandfather Abraham had some pretty significant troubles down there in Egypt, too.
Okay, so Jacob probably had this kind of internal family rule, like rule number 1, never go to Egypt from the promised land. You just don't do it.
Exactly. That's likely the formula he was working with.
And it makes you think, gosh, wouldn't life be simpler if God just gave us those clear, unchanging rules, like A plus B always equals C, no guesswork?
It feels like it would be simpler, definitely. But here's the really profound insight from the sources we looked at. God doesn't operate with these rigid formulas. And the reason is, well, he wants a relationship with us. Not just, mechanical button pushing.
Not robots just following code.
Precisely. There's this powerful line, we are God's purpose. His goal is the relationship itself. So the guidance changed for Jacob because the context and the relational purpose were different, Abraham and Isaac. They looked to Egypt maybe out of fear, a lack of faith sometimes. Jacob, though, was being sent to Egypt as part of God's bigger plan to grow his family into this priestly nation, part of the covenant, but a different step on the path.
Okay, that distinction is crucial. It's not arbitrary, it's relational. And this leads to a really helpful analogy, I think, comparing how we navigate today versus, say, using an old paper map.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
With a map, you are totally in control, right?
Yeah.
You plot the whole course, see the whole picture, make all the decisions up front.
Right. You've got the big picture, but then think about using like Google Maps or Waze on your phone. You plug in the destination and then you just follow the turn-by-turn instructions.
Yeah, and sometimes those instructions feel weird. Turn left down that sketchy alley. You don't see the whole route necessarily, maybe just the next step.
Exactly. It can feel strange and unsettling, as one source put it, but you trust the system to get you there eventually.
And that's so much like our walk with God, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's not the map we control. He's more like the GPS voice in the passenger seat, giving us those specific, sometimes unexpected, turn-by-turn directions. Okay, turn left here. My daughter, go right at this corner.
Yes. And it's that constant interactive guidance that builds the trust, the intimacy. That's the relationship piece again. God actually promises Jacob, I myself will go down with you to Egypt. He's not just giving directions, he's going with him. He's the navigator right there beside us.
Wow. I will go down with you. That changes everything. So what can we learn from Jacob's response? He gets to Beersheba.
Right, Beersheba.
Yeah.
Which is, significantly, the southernmost edge of Canaan. Literally the border, the last stop before heading into Egypt. The threshold.
And what does he do there? He doesn't just pack up and go.
No, he stops. And the text says he offered sacrifices, plural. Not just one, but multiple times. It's described as a worship of inquiry.
Worship of inquiry. I like that.
Yeah, it means he was actively, intentionally stopping to seek God's specific will for this specific monumental step, laying it all down before God.
So how does that translate for us? When you're at your own Beersheba, that critical junction point, struggling with a big decision,
Right.
what's your Beersheba sacrifice?
Right. Obviously not animal sacrifices today, but it's about that same posture, isn't it? Surrendering your plans, your formulas, your desires. It's interesting. There's an insight from the Chinese character for right or correct. It's apparently made up of the characters for one and stop.
What?
Yeah. The idea being that you need to stop. First, stop your own momentum, your own striving to align with the one correct path. To walk correctly, you first stop.
That's fascinating. So it's about creating space, maybe literally putting the phone away.
Could be. Take 30 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes to genuinely stop, be still, and listen.
Instead of just treating God like that fortune teller, just looking for a quick prediction or a simple yes or no.
Exactly. Forget the formulas, embrace the relationship. That's the core message. And God's promise to Jacob is so personal. I will make you into a great nation there, and I will surely bring you back up again. He even calls him by name twice. Jacob, Jacob. It's filled with love, assurance.
He knows your name. He knows the plan. So the ultimate takeaway seems to be, maybe it's less about where you're going and more about who you're going with.
Mm-hmm.
If God is truly in that passenger seat, guiding you turn by turn, then maybe even Egypt is Canaan. Maybe the wilderness is the promised land because he's with you.
He is with you. He has a good plan, even if the next turn looks confusing, and he promises to be with you right to the very end.
Powerful.
So here's the challenge for all of us, I think. When you find yourself standing at your next Beersheba, your next tricky intersection, or that next alley, are you going to pull out your own map and try to figure it all out yourself? Or are you going to trust the turn-by-turn guidance of the one who sees the whole journey and who's promised to ride shotgun with you the entire way?